The propaganda machinery of Big Pharma and Big Medicine keeps claiming they are ignorant of what causes fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, giving doctors an easy out where they don't have to cure these conditions but can continue prescribing drugs to treat the symptoms of a perpetual patient who keeps coming back for more treatments that don't fix their debilitating conditions. But according to natural health practitioner Mike Doc Witort, NP, the truth is that the causes of fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue are known and the symptoms of these chronic conditions can be reversed. Pharmaceutical treatment of chronic disease in America is a multi-billion-dollar-a-year business. Doc Mike says, to make sure the bottom does not fall out of this business anytime soon, the corporations are making sure that human exposure to toxic chemicals and drugs causing chronic diseases is maintained at optimally degenerative levels. The following is a statement by Mike Doc Witort. Millions of Americans suffer from fibromyalgia. Their suffering is both chronic and acute, yet most physicians tell us that this disease has no cause and no cure. The best they can offer those who suffer is drugs. By their own admission, the drugs will not make fibromyalgia go away. The most they claim is that the drugs will alleviate the suffering somewhat, or stabilize the condition of the sufferer. With years of experience in treating those who suffer from fibromyalgia with vibration therapy, I'm convinced that it has a cause and that it has a cure. Fibromyalgia is caused by cellular oxygen deprivation. It is cured by controlling or eliminating those things that block oxygen from getting into our body cells, and by the application of the proper therapies which enhance the oxygenation of those cells. That is really all there is to it. Fibromyalgia has a cause and it has a cure, and once we identify the cause, we know the cure. All the symptoms associated with fibromyalgia can be traced back to oxygen deprivation. And what are these symptoms? Muscle pain, caused by not enough oxygen in our system. Fatigue, caused by not enough oxygen in our system. Loss of memory and reduced mental acuity, caused by not enough oxygen in our system. The body has a natural hunger for oxygen, as it has a natural hunger for food. In fact, for both the body and the mind, oxygen is the fundamental food of life itself, the chief nourisher at life's great feast. If we are not getting enough oxygen in the right way, we're starving ourselves to death. Starvation is a painful process, and, not surprisingly, so is fibromyalgia. This oxygen starvation produces other side effects that help us identify the victim of fibromyalgia. Cramps, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, sore throats, swollen neck glands, oversensitivity to cold, and poor circulation. In order for a human body to be healthy, it must be permeated by oxygen right down to the cellular level. Oxygen deprivation interferes with the enzymes and hormones that guide the functions of our sexual organs. It can result in a lack of sex drive in both men and women, and can result in menstrual irregularities in females. The sum total of our life processes is called metabolism. That is just a fancy Greek word for everything that sustains the human body in its many complex internal operations. The body depends upon the efficient elimination of wastes. The body has a wonderful way of collecting and excreting the toxins via our body's waste products. We have within us our own sanitation department that picks up and gets rid of all the garbage left behind by our other vital functions. Oxidants are agents that carry oxygen. If there is an excess of oxidants that we are not getting rid of, they become toxins. Fibromyalgia can be the cause of these toxins. In its advanced state, this can result in the worst stage of fibromyalgia, which is when these toxins attack and weaken our body's tissues. This will come about when our system is deprived of oxygen, and acidosis, which means too much acidity, sets in as a result. Oxidants that divert the oxygen in our system from its proper role can also appear in the form of microbes in our blood and bowels. A healthy human body can handle a large quantity of these microbes, but they multiply beyond control with sugar overload, antibiotic abuse, pollutants, and other toxic foreign substances. The result, once again, is fibromyalgia. Part of the treatment for fibromyalgia is to purge the body of these toxins. We can easily reduce sugar levels by eliminating our consumption of soft drinks and other sweets. We must avoid contact with industrial pollutants, pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides. We should keep out of our kitchen meat and poultry that has been contaminated by antibiotics. There is no mystery about fibromyalgia, except among those whom, for whatever reason, prefer to live in ignorance, often because doctors claim it's a mystery. But we know what causes it, and we know how to cure it. We know what kind of diet, exercise, and therapy will blast fibromyalgia right off this planet and grant relief to the millions of men and women who suffer needlessly from it. The symptoms of fibromyalgia are many and include extreme muscle pain, insomnia, and sexual malfunction. Many complain of an inability to concentrate or think as sharply as they once could and have noticeable memory loss. They may also experience dry skin, dry mouth, dry vaginal tissues, stiffness in the joints, heart palpitations, bladder infections in women, and prostatitis in men. Behind this toxicologically induced parade of horrors are human beings who suffer and are turned away by their doctors after being told that there is no cause and there is no cure for what ails them. They are either given nothing or handed a prescription for drugs to mask the symptoms and temporarily relieve some of their pain. There's got to be a better way. There is a better way, reversing the symptoms of fibromyalgia once and for all.